I could start off by explaining where I've been, but that's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to review the new D-Rose Sunshine 3. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so we got another D-Rose shoe. With the Sunshine box that we've been seeing here for a while. I haven't looked at these yet. I haven't tried them on, I haven't done any of that. So I'm gonna be giving you guys a lot of real first impressions as I actually, see these in person for the first time. I've seen images, I've seen all that stuff, but I haven't actually looked at the shoes yet. So, okay, let's take a peek here at these D-Rose Sunshine 3s. All right, now the first thing I will say is that having these in hand now, I like these a lot more than when I saw these in images. Because when I've seen these in images, I've truly have just kind of felt like this upper material just looked weird to me. But now seeing it in person, I have a better kind of grasp and feel for what the material's like. Because in images, I felt like it just didn't look very premium. But now, this doesn't look nearly as bad as what I had thought. And some of the things I want to kind of get out of the way right away is that this shoe actually does something that makes sense based off the conversations that, I had with some folks last year and based off some information I got about what Derek himself really wanted, which is a low top. And when you see this construction, this shoe is much more of a low top than even the Sunshine 2s was. And so that is something that's quite different in comparison to the rest of the, regular Rose line. This shoe almost fits pretty similar in terms of the heel height, as the 1.5 low top. So that's kind of interesting and cool. The midsole on these is bounce. So you still have a bounce for midsole. This is a TPU heel cup. You do have this inner, there's just this inner sock, but it's meant to kind of keep your foot contained there on the footbed. And you do have the D-Rose logo here on the tongue. It is also here inside this insole. Let's pop this out and take a look at this. That's actually not that bad. It's what we kind of have come to expect. D-Rose logo there as well. On the heel, you have the Adidas performance logo. You have 3 stripes here on the lateral side, bounce branding there. It also says Derek Rose and has 3 stripes and Adidas hoops here on this coral piece. That's a part of the midsole. And it's kind of interesting, this wrapping of this the foam here, and your foot really looks like it's going to sit inside that foam a little bit. And probably these look like they'll probably have a lot of good court feel. This wave bone / herringbone traction for the outsole probably is going to perform pretty well. It's pretty spacious, so I don't think it's going to collect dust super bad. You do have the old Rose with the 3 stripes for the E logo here, and you also have the 3 stripes here on the back, so it's the last thing you see as he goes past you. But I will say I do wish that this piece right here had the Rose logo, just because I think, I don't know, the shoe from this, looking at it from this angle, you can't really tell what type of shoe this is. You do have the Adidas logo there on the forefoot too, but it's very much like Sadoob. There's not much to tell there when it comes to oh, what brand or what shoe is this? So I just tried them on, and so let's talk about sizing and fit. When it comes to sizing and the fit of the shoe, you should go true to size. So I got 10, so I get that 10. And that's going to be a good snug fit for you. On foot, this shoe actually feels pretty comfortable. I actually have the other side on my right foot right now, and it actually feels really comfortable. It hugs my foot pretty nicely, and I think I'm kind of curious to see how they'll perform, because this collar on here feels nice. The materials themselves don't feel stiff, and I think once I pair this with a speed wrap, I'll be curious to see how my foot sits in the shoe, and be curious to see how they perform. And that's much to talk about performance with the shoe and what to expect there, because again, you guys haven't seen me for a hot minute. So let's just get this out of the way. I haven't been playing basketball as much for the last maybe practically 2 years, mainly because of the ankle fracture I suffered, and trying to fully rehab from that, and I haven't really been able to quite get back to being able to play any sort of consistent basketball. But for the last like month or so, I have been trying to play at least once a week on Saturdays, and so I've been getting some runs in. I've been playing in the Harden Volume 7s. I was going to play in the Rose 1.5 low tops, but now these popped up, and so I'm like, oh, I should play in these. And so, you know, I ordered them, got them in, and so I'll be happy to get you guys in their review talking about performance with this shoe sometime, hopefully for the next month. But overall, like, this shoe does feel pretty nice. I'm not so big on the looks of this shoe. While I will say, when I'm looking at it on foot, I kind of like it more than I thought I would, and I think certain colorways do the shoe more justice than other colorways, you know. I really kind of like that coral pink colorway. This green colorway is cool because I don't really have many shoes that are this color, so I kind of always like finding another pair of shoes that like are getting D Rose shoes that aren't in like colorways that I already have like multiple of, you know. So that is kind of a nice change of pace when it comes to this shoe. And then, you know, the other thing too is that, like, I think that performance-wise, though, this might actually be pretty decent. Because, again, I'm kind of surprised at how they feel in terms of the comfort and the upper on here. And these might be better, you know, than the previous model. Because, like, the Sunshine 2s, again, I wasn't a huge fan of. Sunshine 1s I did like. But this, you know, this model actually might be kind of promising, you know. The real question, though, we should ask and we should talk about is this shoe going to come stateside? And I don't have an answer for you. I thought the Sunshine 2s were going to come stateside. We never saw a pair. Not a single pair drop. They did drop the 1.5 Resto Mods in the high tops in a handful of colorways. The same with the low tops in 2 colorways. And then, you know, if you knew the right channels to go through and look, you could find the Resto Mod 4s in a couple different colorways. But, you know, it's kind of tough, right? So, I mean, yeah, you know, times have definitely changed, and it's something that I'm not the biggest fan of. And I know that there are people here in the States that also don't like that too. But, you know, when you can still get your hands on a pair of the shoes and you can still find ways to get them. Like, I can't believe I didn't say this at the start of the video, but ID4 shoes, goated. I appreciate y'all so much. One of, like, the best places to be able to get shoes from overseas that you can't find stateside, because they usually have at least some colorway of the shoe that you want. That's how I got both my 2 pairs of Sunshine 2s. That's how I think I got my first pair of Sunshine 1s, or I might have actually bought those off of Adidas. But that's how I also got these. You know, I messaged them and I was saying, like, hey, you know, when are these going to come on there? Because I saw that the Philippines, I know you guys had them. And, you know, I had some people over in the Philippines, but shout out to y'all for who were trying to hook me up and help me get a pair. But you know, the shipping and everything else, it just has made it too much of a pain, right? But ID4 shoes, was able to, you know, order a pair, get it sent out. And yeah, I'm excited, you know, to have them in hand. And hopefully they'll get more colorways in of the shoe. And hopefully they'll just drop stateside, you know? Like, it'd be just nice to be able to just buy the latest D Rose shoe in the country in which he plays. And he's going to Memphis this year, you know? So, like, it's a parade inside my city, yeah, you know? Or something like that. Guns N' Roses, you know, or whatever they want to say, whatever you want to say. But, you know, overall, like, I'm excited to see how these play, you know? And again, like, the look of them is growing on me. And, you know, it's kind of funny. Again, I'm not a huge fan of low tops, and that's always just kind of been, like, my mindset. But what I have found as of late with playing is that sometimes low tops actually give the ankle eye fractures some less irritation. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, this collar still does, like, go up, you know, a decent amount and keep your, you know, your foot locked in because you sit into the footbed. But man, these shoes are gonna have to have a lot of crazy court feel. So I don't know, I'm really kind of excited about these now. Like, honestly, you know, when I first got them and I was ordering them, I was like, you know, this, you know, because to me, like, the design of it gives me like this, like, coral, like, you know, like this is like a pearlescent, like, you know, look to this, like, rubber right here. And I don't know, like, it just kind of gives me some, like, different type of vibe. But it's one of those things where, again, the more you look at a shoe, the more you kind of like it. And something that, you know, Nightwing has always said that I also, like, strongly agree with, especially in my time working, like, in retail, is that, like, sometimes it's not often that people can't find a reason to like a style or a look of a shoe, but it's the colorways. You hit a shoe with the correct colorway, and that changes everything. And I think this is one of those shoes, like, certain colorways, I think just are fire. And I'm really curious to see if, when Derek plays for Memphis this year, if he'll be playing in these or if he'll be running the 1.5 low tops more. Because every time we saw him this past year with the Knicks, even though, you know, he was on the bench the whole year, practically, he was always wearing a pair of 1.5 low tops. He wore some Sunshine 2s like a couple times. Like, I think it was like on Halloween, he maybe wore a pair of Sunshine 2s, but not super often. And the Sunshine 2, though, just something to say about this before we, wrap up the review. The Sunshine 2s have tons of colorways that I think are fire. And so, like, it's a shoe that, like, I kind of like to wear, like, as a casual shoe. I like the way it looks, but, it wasn't a shoe I really liked hooping in. So, yeah, that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you guys for sticking around with me and watching the whole video. If you guys want to hear anything else about the shoe, I'm kind of done here. From here, I'm just going to give you guys a little update on what's been going on with me and just kind of fill in you guys on, what's been up. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys around later. Peace. For the people who still want to be here and still want to hear what's up. So yeah, I haven't been around for a hot minute, right? It's been since probably like March or April since I posted anything to the channel, like live stream or otherwise. And I try to be somewhat transparent with you guys a little bit about like what's going on in my life, and but I still like my privacy, if I'm being honest, and I'm trying to learn to respect my own privacy much more. And so the long and the short of it is that I've just had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of hard battles with different things, whether it's in personal life, work, trying to, house stuff. And it just didn't leave much time for YouTube stuff. It didn't leave much energy for YouTube stuff. And even now, like, I'm doing this strictly from a place of like my love for, Derrick Rose and for the subscribers and the fans that I do have on here, for people that want to see me talk about the latest D Rose shoe, because I do have so many people that are just big fans of me and like support me, and it means a lot. But I can't always find the time to be able to do this with trying to live the rest of my life, and so that's why you don't have a review of the 1.5 lows yet. That's why you don't have the review of the Harden Volume 7s. It's why I don't have any of these other Star Wars videos I filmed earlier this year, or like I think I filmed like 2 or 3 other Yu-Gi-Oh unboxings this year. I don't have that stuff for you guys. I haven't had the time to edit it and get it out, because my whole livelihood for me revolves around video stuff, and sitting at a desk and sitting at a computer all day. And so yeah, and then too, like my physical and my mental health somewhat depend on being able to do physical things, right? And not being able to play basketball and run and go do things because of my body having these ailments has sucked, especially because I'm not very old at all, So like it's just been an interesting battle, and just an interesting like journey for myself. And that's probably about as all and honest as I'll kind of get into it. People that follow me over on Instagram, they might see a little bit more of stuff, because sometimes I am posting things here and there. But overall, guys, I just appreciate the support, appreciate the love, and I'm sorry that I'm gone. I'm not even going to say that this is a sign that I'm back. Like, I don't know if I'm going to post more videos anytime soon, if I'm being honest. I kind of hate to say that and admit that to you guys, but I know what I'm putting on my heart, and what I plan to do is to get you guys a performance review of this. And I really do want to talk about the Harden Volume 7s, because the Harden Volume 7s are a pretty dope shoe. Like, I really do like that shoe. I bought 2 pairs of those. I got like a pink colorway, and I got the black and red colorway. And so yeah, that's just me. Want to be honest with you guys. Again, truly appreciate the support. Thanks for staying subscribed. Thanks for liking the videos, for commenting, for sharing it with your friends and your families. Like, that really means a lot to me. And for anyone that stuck around to this point, I really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments if you did, because sometimes seeing those comments give me some uplifting of some positiveness, and some good energy, some good vibes. I've had a very blessed life, and I try to be cognizant of that all the time. But some days it's just harder than others, man. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. D Rose Sunshine 3, it's a pretty dope shoe. I'm actually like I said, I'm pretty melancholy, but like I really do like this shoe. I do think this is going to be cool, and I can't wait to actually get to play in them. I'll play them this Saturday, and yeah. So you guys let me know what you think. Leave a comments. like this video, subscribe, you know, turn on the bell notification, comment on my Instagram, you know, follow me at MVP Turner, all that great stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace. I'll see you around later. Bye.